basketball with his father, Anthony Robinson, back in the 80s.
Oh, yeah.
Great basketball player at McKinley with Gary Grant back in the day. 4th down and 6, and that marks the end of the third quarter. Our score, Massillon 17, McKinley 17. The fourth quarter coming your way next from Paul Brown Tiger Stadium.
In this moment, it doesn't matter if you save money in 15 minutes or if your neighbor has the same insurance that you do. What matters right now is the quality of your independent insurance agent and the company that stands behind them. Auto Owners Insurance.
AA Hammersmith Insurance Agency in Massillon is your local independent auto owners insurance agency. How's your home? Safeguard knows, and you can too. Wherever you are, day or night, whatever you're doing, Safeguard Home Security is professionally monitoring your home 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You can check on your home from anywhere at any time on your smartphone, tablet, or computer. The Safeguard app makes it easy to put your mind at ease. Safeguard Security from MCTV. Your home is just fine.
Y'all know it's football season. Around these parts, football season is barbecue season. If you want to score big on game day, make slow-smoked Old Carolina barbecue your go-to spot before, during, and after all the games. No need to cook on Friday. Meet before the game at Old Carolina. Or grab a party pack and host the ultimate college or pro football party. Featuring award-winning ribs, tender pulled pork, and jumbo smoked wings. We have options for all your pigskin pig-outs. Get more info at oldcarolina.com. Old Carolina Barbecue Company. Meet before the game.
Dom's Tire and Automotive, 625 Lincoln Way in Massillon, owned and operated by Terry Domro, has now been open for 1 year. Dom's Tire focuses on Cooper tires, a tire made right here in Ohio. They also sell many other brands at discounted prices. With a full-time mechanic on staff Monday through Friday, Dom's Tire can take care of all your auto repair needs. Give Dom's a call before you go spending big bucks at those overpriced shops. Mention this ad and get an oil change for only $19.95, up to 5 quarts. Dom's Tire is open Monday through Friday, 9 to 6, and Saturday, 9 to 3.
Fighting for a stronger economy. Kirk Schuring. As a lifelong Stark County resident, Kirk Schuring believes our kids should not have to leave our home to find a good-paying job. That's why Kirk Schuring worked to create an environment that helps our young people find employment right here in Stark County. Endorsed by business and labor groups, Kirk Schuring believes in working together to improve our economy. Kirk Schuring, working for us, fighting for us. Kirk Schuring for State Senate.
Back at Massillon as we start the fourth quarter. It's 4th down and 6 for the Bulldogs at their own 37. Rick Worstel said too risky for a fake punt.
Remember, we got the backup quarterback punting. I do think it's too risky to...
A high snap. Reardon going to run. He's going to throw. And it's intercepted. What a play by Max Turner. He gets up slowly, but what an athletic play, Rick. And now a flag comes in. And you may get a penalty against the Tigers here. We'll wait and see. We're going to nominate this play in a moment.
Dead ball. Unsportsmanlike number 6, Massillon, 15 yards.
All right, this is a rock-solid play of the game nominee.
See, this started out bad with the snap. He knew he was going to roll left anyways. The snap was bad to the right. And the receiver didn't help at all. He didn't come back to the ball at all. Defender jumped in front of him, and it's a big play. Now with the penalty, almost turns into a bad punt.
Right.
So,
So
that could have been worse for the Bulldogs.
That play, another nominee for our Friends and Family Credit Union, rock-solid play of the game. Total yards in the game, Rick, pretty close.
Yes, McKinley 219, Massillon 257, 17-17.
So, again, good point after the penalty, just almost like a punt anyway when it's all said and done. It's going to be Jameer Thomas, and Thomas motors out across the 40 to the 41-yard line. That's a gain of 5 yards on first down.
I just marvel when you watch this from up here, and it looks like he's just in the middle of this pile, and McKinley's going to stop him, and he shoots out for 5 yards.
Mm-hmm. Second down and 5, early fourth quarter in a tie ball game. Rain continuing to fall. Quick toss, Mack, 40, 45, 50, and Kaishad Mack into Bulldog territory with a great block by Trayvon Morgan, and the Tigers sprung him around the corner. First down, Massillon.
You're right, Dave. That was a great block by Morgan. I like this play call. It's safe. Longwell had a great pass and good blocking out in front. Good play for the Tigers.
At the 45, first and 10 to give to Thomas. Thomas breaks a tackle. Jameer Thomas down to the 36-yard line.
Another good run, quick hitter. Nice cut there, speed cut. And what do you get, 9 out of that?
Yeah, he's going to take a breather now, going to come out.
One play, getting back in.
Second down and a yard at the 36 of McKinley. Give to Pfeiffer. Running room, first down and more. Down to the 30.
They're just mashing the Bulldog defensive line. I mean, they are just firing off the ball. Running backs are reading the blocks, and watch these guys hit the hole here. Makes a little cut there. And
as we get deeper into the quarter, looking at the timeout situation, both teams still with a full complement, 3 timeouts apiece. Pfeiffer straight ahead, and a couple this time to the 30, to the 28.
Bottled up there.
Nate Moore looks up at the scoreboard. His team tied here in the fourth quarter. We're going to give him 3 yards on that last carry. Ball will be at the 27. Second and 7.
I'd like to see some more of those bubble screens or crossing routes from Massillon. That was a big gainer for them. It's a safe play. And instead of the go routes to the end zone, going for the home run, just move the chains.
Pfeiffer again. And he'll get to the 25. So third down and 5, and here comes Jameer Thomas from the Tigers sideline. Make a nice 1-2 punch, huh?
Just kind of strolls in like he's tired, and you hand that kid the ball, and you're getting 8 yards. Big play here.
Yeah, the McKinley faithful making a lot of noise on that far side.
They are getting loud.
Under 9 minutes left.
2 down territory.
From the 25. The give to Thomas straight ahead. Thomas breaks a tackle and carries down near the 20. He may be just a little short of the 20-yard line. Yep. So it's fourth down, but they are signaling now for a measurement. Yep. So we'll see again what this measurement shows.
What's Thomas's individual rushing record?
That's a good question. I don't know the answer to that.
Because he's heading into a zone that most people don't get to.
I remember. Did he get it? Nope.
6 inches.
So you got to run a play here. You're going to line up. I remember Travis McGuire of Massillon. I think he holds the single game rushing record. I don't remember what that record was off the top of my head. And that was at Fawcett Stadium.
It was. Day like this.
Yeah. So fourth down and a couple of inches at the 20.
A sneak.
Longwell, yep, straight ahead and moves the pile inside the 20.
I love that play and I love that call.
Even though you have Thomas, it's just the chance of the handoff, right? Whatever.
I hope Coach Meyer was watching that down at Ohio State. Tom Brady's been doing that for years.
Yeah, right.
It's an automatic.
Ball is at the 18 of McKinley. Coming up on 8 minutes to go in the game. 1st and 10, Massillon. To Thomas. And Thomas falls to the 14. Number 10 for the Bulldogs, Brian Pinckney, made the stop.
He's been real active today, Pinckney.
Yep.
Said his name a lot.
A gain of 4. 2nd down and 6 at the Bulldog 14. Thomas again. Puts his head down, spins, breaks a tackle, and he is down inside the 5.
He's a pleasure to watch.
You know, I think Massillon got a little break because there's always a possibility the official will blow the whistle.
Yeah, you're right.
Stop for forward progress, but they didn't. They let it go. And he just emerges here. There it is.
I think after seeing him for 3 quarters, they figured we can't stop him. They can't get him to the ground. That kid's still alive.
1st and goal at the McKinley 4. Thomas straight ahead. And not much.
Good stop there.
Yeah.
Dave, Thomas has 27 carries now for about 240 yards and 2 touchdowns.
Well, he is down now and helped up. I think he just wanted a breather.
Yeah.
239 yards.
And Bob gave that to me right before that last carry. So 27 carries, about 239.
He's coming out. We're going to give him a break.
That's good news for the Bulldogs.
2nd and goal at the McKinley 4. Hand of Pfeiffer. Pfeiffer to the 2. Pfeiffer to the goal line, but no signal. Pfeiffer thought he was in.
We're down to just under 6.5 minutes, too.
Interesting. Thomas started to run out on the field, came back off.
Who was the guy that stopped him? Fire that guy.
Play clock at 11. 3rd and goal inside the 1. Give to Pfeiffer. Pfeiffer leans. Touchdown, Massillon.
Big drive by the Tigers there.
.5:55 to go in the game. Massillon 23, McKinley 17 from field level.
Great run there. Good.
Look at that.
Again, they just keep their feet moving, and these backs are just really, really good. Pfeiffer in his own right, 13 carries, 59 yards, and a touchdown.
Here's the all-important extra point. It is up, and it is good. Timeout on the field. Massillon 24, McKinley 17 on the Old Carolina Barbecue scoreboard.
Embarrassed to smile at family events? Unable to enjoy your favorite foods because of loose dentures? Haven't been to the dentist in a while because of fear? Get healthy at the Amison Dental Group at 3684 Dressler Road Northwest. Let us get you the smile you deserve. Call us at 330-452-2255. Mention WHBC when you call and receive a free take-home whitening kit, a $250 value. Amison Dental Group, where everyone deserves to smile.
Hello, I'm Janet Weir-Creighton, Stark County Commissioner. Vibrant communities are defined by the amenities they offer. Stark County is fortunate to have a district library that served over 2 million people last year. This institution is essential and we can't do without it. And most importantly though, I've relied on the library as a community partner and a resource. Let's remain a vibrant community. Join me in voting yes on issue 4, November the 6th.
The Roadmen and JT team up for a lively take on sports. It's a whole new attitude. Afternoons from 3 till 7, weekdays on News Talk 1480 WHBC and online at WHBC.com.
Are back at Massillon. The Tigers have taken the lead 24-17 with 5:55 to go. Let's take a look at that Massillon scoring drive.
Yes, Dave, 13 plays for the Tigers, 5 minutes and 51 seconds, a total of 50 yards. A 1-yard TD run by Pfeiffer. Extra point was good, but Dave pointed out it was nearly blocked, and Massillon's up 24-17.
We're going to check in with our sideline reporter, Frank Salona, in just a few moments. There's a kick, and it's Woody at the 8. Kyrie Woody in trouble and dragged down at the 17. Let's take a ride on the SARTA Zero Emissions bus down to the Massillon sideline. Frank?
All right, David, thank you so much. You know, one of the great things that the Massillon Tigers are doing this year is they're honoring two men that have a big significance here at Massillon High School, Earl Bruce and Anthony Morelli. Earl Bruce, obviously the coach that coached here for a couple years in the 60s, had a perfect 20-0 record. And Anthony Morelli, a police officer that was a graduate here of Massillon High School and was killed in the line of duty down in the Columbus area this year. So a great thing that the Tigers are doing this year to honor both these men.
All right, thanks, Frank. That report brought to you by SARTA and their Zero Emissions bus. Drive of the game right here, potentially. 5:48 left. McKinley first and 10 at their own 18-yard line. The give to Kyrie Woody. And linebacker Cameron Simpson covers him up. A gain of 2 out near the 20.
That was a great play by Simpson, shedding that block, and that looked like Woody had a little space there, but it closed quickly. Great job.
Simpson, a 5'10 senior for the Tigers. From the 20, 2nd down and 8. Woody in motion again, left to right. Low snap. Curtis being chased. Gets away. 20 and pushed out near the 22. Yep. Kyshad Mack ran him out of bounds, and Mack is down on that far sideline.
Those bad snaps will kill you. Picked it up and made something out of it, so credit to Curtis.
And it looks like, fortunately for Massillon, it looks like it's a cramp for Kyshad Mack. They have the leg up and they're kind of pushing back on the foot. So that's typically, there you see it. It's typically what you see. Some kind of ball game. 5:05 remaining. Don't forget, 1480 WHBC Sports is your home for Cleveland Browns football. On Sunday, the Browns travel to Pittsburgh to take on the Steelers. Pregame starts at 11 and the kickoff at 1 o'clock. Sunday afternoon, the Browns and the Steelers on 1480 WHBC.
And what time does overtime start in that Browns game?
4:05. Yeah. And don't forget, coming up at the end of our ball game, the Altman Health Foundation Player of the Game. Rick and I will select a player from one of these two teams and award that honor, our Altman Health Foundation Player of the Game. We'll have our wrap-up report, of course. All the final numbers. We hope to hear from the winning coach and a whole lot more. Stay with us. Where else would you want to be with 5:05 to go? 3rd down and 6. Curtis back, he'll throw, and it's behind the receiver, incomplete, as it was intended for Tavon Hunter. It's 4th down.
That didn't look like a catchable ball. I'd like to see that again, but usually Curtis is pretty accurate, but no, not a good play there for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, a little low. Turner on the coverage for Massillon. Reardon back to punt inside his own 10.
Yeah.
Last time, you remember that high snap.
It's got to be a good snap, and Morgan needs to make sure he catches the football. Good snap.
He gets it away. Hits near midfield. Everybody get out of the way, and it'll be downed. I believe at the 49 is where it was touched. 4:52 to go. And now you give the ball back to Massillon, who's had a lot of success running the ball, running that clock.
It's falling right into their hands right here, Dave.
I'd be so curious to hear about time of, well, there's time of possession overall, but time of possession here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, for sure.
Massillon has over 24 minutes. McKinley just under 19 minutes time of possession in this game so far.
Feels
so
like
here we go.
McKinley's only run a handful of plays in the second half.
In the second half,
it's more than that. But.
At the 49, 1st and 10. Thomas straight ahead. Thomas carrying more tacklers and working his way to the 44-yard line. 7 yards on first down. 7 yards when everybody in the stadium knows you're going to get the football.
Yeah. They're just going to stick with the plan, and why wouldn't you? Just
ball security now a huge issue.
Huge. Just great to have a back like this when this is what you need right here.
Now at what point, Rick, do you start to look at maybe McKinley starting to use some timeout?
Yeah, it's a little early yet.
Okay.
Let's see you get in that 2-minute area.
Okay.
Is when you really.
2nd and 3. Thomas again. Thomas to the 40-yard line. That is going to be a Massillon first down, and Thomas helped up. Wasn't sure the way he rolled over there.
I know, that was one of those.
Just getting an extra breather.
Those Jim Brown runs. Remember they said he used to do that?
That's
and
right.
he'd get up and get another 10 yards.
Yeah.
And then
so first down. Clock continues to run. From the 40-yard line. And Thomas again. Pushes the pile. Takes it down to the 37-yard line.
Oh, you get a couple? Yeah.
Yep. 3. Dan Reardon on that sideline. He'll be forced to start to use some timeouts here.
If they stop him on this play, you might see one from Coach Reardon.
Okay. Now Thomas checks out. Pfeiffer in the ball game on a 2nd and 7 call. And he'll get the carry straight ahead. Zion Pfeiffer, 2 hands on the football, and he takes it down to the 32-yard line. 3rd down and 2, Rick.
Yep. So another just typical Massillon run there. Gets hit at the line of scrimmage. He keeps his feet moving, gets another 3 or 4. If they stop him here on 3rd down, obviously they're in 4-down territory. I think you'll see a timeout after this play if they don't obviously get the first down. Well, probably either way.
2:26, clock running. Pfeiffer straight ahead, and he falls to the 29. He's going to have the Massillon first down. And again, credit that Massillon offensive line across the front. Williams, Burgess, Gaddis, Jones, and Maddox.
Yeah, Coach Reardon seems to be content with just kind of letting this thing play out a little longer than I might. Bulldogs need a turnover here because I just don't see this recipe here not working for Massillon. It's worked the whole game.
Thomas back in the game at the 29. It's a fake double reverse. Dean Clark carries down near the 20-yard line.
Nice little play there.
Wow.
Very nice.
You think about the handoffs and everything else, right? Oh.
Give him credit to call. So here it is. Yeah.
And now we're down to a minute and a half.
That was actually a pretty safe play. It was just one handoff to him. He faked it to the guy crossing, and it's a good call. Mixed it up a little bit.
Down to 1:22. Second down and a yard from the 20.
Or tackle the football a little bit.
Thomas running, breaking tackles, keeping his feet down inside the 5.
What a pleasure to watch.
Now Dan Reardon will get a timeout for the Bulldogs with 1:07 to go. Timeout on the field. Massillon on top, 24-17.
Are you looking for something different? At Friends and Family Credit Union, our success is defined by you. Our goal is to improve your financial needs and better your lifestyle. Friends and Family Credit Union provides loans, savings, checking, and other financial services to anyone who lives, works, worships, or attends school in Stark County. Our friendly staff is fully committed to serving over 11,000 of its members. What are you waiting for? Stop in one of our locations today to become a friend of the family.
Here's to time with friends, spoiling the grandkids, and romantic getaways. Here's to good health with AltCare's Primetime Health Plan, with new vision and dental benefits on most plans, a new hearing aid benefit, and worldwide emergency and urgent coverage when you need it. You can focus on planning your next great adventure without having to worry about your health plan. To learn more about our new health care plans, call us to reserve your seat at a meeting. We'd love to see you. Life's a journey with AltCare's Primetime Health Plan. Let your journey start with us.
Back at Massillon, the Tigers on top by 7. 1:07 remaining. Massillon with a first and goal at the McKinley 4-yard line. Rain continuing to fall, as you can see on your screen. Give to Thomas. Breaks a tackle, falls forward to the 3, and Dan Reardon will use another timeout. His second. The Bulldogs will have one left. Again, stay with us. Our wrap-up report in a few moments. We'll hope to hear from the winning coach. We'll have all the final stats for you as well in our award-winning plays. Our play of the game and our player of the game. Nate Moore there, talking to Jaden Ballard of the Tigers.
Thomas is up to 275 yards rushing.
Wow. There he is on your screen, the senior. We talked about the fact coming in that in the last 3 games, 2 wins by Massillon, a win with McKinley. In the last 3 games, this game has been decided by 5 points.
There you have it, 32 carries, 271 yards. And missed it by 4. He'll probably get that the next carry.
And that's on the heel of a 42 carry game a year ago. So 74 carries.
Big players play big in big games.
Second and goal at the 3. Give to Thomas. Thomas plows down to the 1. Tackle made by Brian Pinkney. And the Bulldogs will spend their final timeout. 54 seconds left. Some kind of ball game, Rick.
It sure is. I mean, both of these teams are just playing their hearts out, and you know, it's just how you like to see this game be played. It's been pretty clean, and you know, it's coming down to the end here.
Yeah. Again, stay with us on 1480 WHBC early next week. Once the playoff pairings have been announced by the OHSAA on Sunday, we will, of course, announce our schedule sometime likely on Monday afternoon or so. Go to our website, WHBCSports.com. You can see replays of all of our TV games on WHBCSports.com as well.
So where are we at? 2-yard line?
At the 1.
We're at the 1.
Third and goal with the ball at the 1-yard line. Just under a minute remaining. McKinley out of timeouts now. And the give is to Thomas. And Thomas is dropped back at the 3. But the clock continues to roll, and McKinley cannot stop it.
Great.
Yeah, so they'll have to spot the ball, of course, and all Massillon will have to do is take a knee.
Yeah, they lost a couple yards there.
Yep. Oh, and also it's 4th down, right. Right, we're going to let the play clock run all the way down, and then Massillon may take a timeout, very likely. And then take a knee, and it's over. Yeah. Yep, take it and run backwards, right? Okay, there's the timeout by Nate Moore. 3 seconds to go. 4th down and goal at the 3.
Looks like Coach Reardon's fired up again about something.
Yeah, he's
the spot.
He's letting the official know it.
It did seem like they were.
They're the Massillon student body in celebration mode. Boy, I just saw one of the offensive linemen right past in front of Thomas. The front of his helmet just, shattered look with the white, the black, and the orange. Where the paint's just, you can tell he's been in the middle of it.
Working all day long.
Yeah. Again, those guys up front. I mean, when it comes right down to it, that offensive line crew. And Thomas will be the first one to tell you.
I was going to tell you, these running backs will be the first ones to tell you that.
Mm-hmm. And again, with Zion Pfeiffer out there as a complimentary back. So 4th and goal with just 3 seconds to go. Good snap. They'll give it to Thomas. Thomas going to dance around. He's going to spin. He's going to be knocked down. And that is the ball game. And the Massillon Tigers have made it 3 straight victories over the McKinley Bulldogs as they win it 24-17 on the Old Carolina Barbecue scoreboard. We're going to hopefully grab Coach Nate Moore here in just a moment. And a well-played game back and forth today between these two arch rivals on a wet, soggy afternoon here in Massillon.
Very well-played game by both teams.
And the celebration begins here in Massillon as the Tigers are victorious.
There you go.
Nate Moore down the sideline with Frank Solona. Frank?
All right, guys, thank you so much. Coach, this is never easy. Talk about this one tonight.
It was just a gutsy performance. The rain was steady throughout the entire game. And, battling a worthy opponent in the greatest high school rivalry there is. And just proud of our kids for playing hard and gutting this one out.
You talk about your offensive line play all season long. You got to be real happy about their play today.
Yeah, I think that's an understatement. I don't know what the final stat line was, but we ran for a lot of yards, and a lot of those we ground those out. And played Tiger football, got some stops when we needed some stops. And proud of the kids.
Jameer Thomas, a workhorse for you again today. He did the same thing last year in this ball game. Talk about how he gets big in big games.
Yeah, he's a phenomenal player, great kid, works really hard. So happy for him and proud of him for his performance.
All right, Coach, thank you for your time. Guys, back upstairs.
All right, thanks a lot, Frank. Great job down there. Congratulations to Nate Moore and his staff as Massillon comes away with a 24-17 victory here over the McKinley Bulldogs. We're going to take a timeout. We'll come back and bring you all the final numbers and our award-winning moments after these messages.
You can't tell your cold to wait? Talk to a doctor now with the new Altman Now app. Get the app now. You can't tell your migraine to wait. Talk to a doctor now with the new Altman Now app. Download the Altman Now app now.
For nearly 40 years, Expert Auto Collision has been serving Stark County with premium customer service and collision repair. Bring your wrecked vehicle and they'll immediately get to work with you and your insurance company to get your vehicle back to pre-accident condition. Expert Auto Collision's professional crew has the experience and the drive to bring your damaged vehicle back to life.
Don't let an accident get your goat. Come see me, Tara, at Expert Auto Collision, the only female-owned and operated collision repair center in Northeast Ohio.
Expert Auto Collision, where we meet good people by accident.
There you go. Automatic tailgates now. Liberty Ford is a family-owned business like we are.
No, this is Gregory Bumbu.
They stand up to their word, their promises.
That, to me, is top service.
Just made the whole experience, honestly, perfect.
Liberties in Aurora, Maple Heights, Canton, Parma Heights, Brunswick, Vermilion.
One, ladies and gentlemen. Two, are you ready? 1, 2, 3, 4.
I feel this is going to be a big day.
Life were only like this.
Wouldn't want to miss this.
Looking forward to it.
What's this all about?
This is very exciting.
So cool.
Beautiful.
Great.
Mind if I have a look? I'm delighted to be here.
Amen.
I am.
Oh, very groovy, very groovy.
Let's have some fun today.
I like it. I like it a lot.
That's all there is to it.
I've heard a lot about you. I've heard a lot about you, too.
Fighting for a stronger economy. Kirk Schuring. As a lifelong Stark County resident, Kirk Schuring believes our kids should not have to leave our home to find a good-paying job. That's why Kirk Schuring worked to create an environment that helps our young people find employment right here in Stark County. Endorsed by business and labor groups, Kirk Schuring believes in working together to improve our economy. Kirk Schuring, working for us, fighting for us. Kirk Schuring for State Senate.
The AltCare TV Game of the Week is brought to you by SARTA, Northern Ohio Honda Dealers, Malone University, Old Carolina Barbecue, Altman Health Foundation, Amison Dental Group, Massillon Cable Television, Friends and Family Credit Union, Expert Auto Collision, Jersey Sports Grill, and AltCare, and can be seen locally on His TV Canton.
We are back at Massillon's Paul Brown Tiger Stadium as the rain continues, but I know that one of these two communities doesn't care how hard it's raining. The Massillon Tigers come away with a hard-earned 24-17 victory over the McKinley Bulldogs on our Old Carolina Barbecue scoreboard. Some kind of ball game, and first of all, let us take a look at the final statistics, and to do that, once again, here's Rick Worstel.
Well, here we go, Dave. The McKinley Bulldogs had 133 yards rushing, 91 passing. They had 14 first downs for a total of 224 yards. They had 2 turnovers, 7 penalties for 55 yards. For the Tigers, 340 yards rushing, 30 passing, 23 first downs for a total of 370 yards. They only had 1 turnover. Very clean game by the Tigers. And 5 penalties for 50 yards. Individual stats for the Tigers. Aiden Longwell was 4 for 7. Only 7 attempts today, 30 yards. Good job managing the game by Aiden. Jameer Thomas had 35 rushes for 271 yards and 2 touchdowns. And Zion Pfeiffer had 15 for 67 and 1 TD himself. For the Bulldogs, Elijah Curtis was 7 for 12 for 91 yards with a touchdown and a pick. Lemire Garrett, great game by him, 19 rushes for 103 yards. Kyrie Woody got bottled up today. He only had 3 catches for 23 yards, and he did have a touchdown. Good job by the Tigers. And Lemire Garrett had 1 catch for 16 yards and a touchdown.
Those are the final numbers. Again, brought to you by AltCare as we continue with our wrap-up report. The Tigers doing their traditional push-ups at the end of a victory. Massillon caps a perfect 10-0 season, and they now have the momentum of a McKinley win headed into the postseason.
It's a big deal. It is. Week 11 still tough.
Oh, yeah.
Win or lose, it's a tough week.
Yeah. Now, how about McKinley? They've dropped their last two. They lose to their arch rival. They've got a playoff spot awaiting them, likely to be a road game, not for certain. But what is the mindset there at McKinley?
Yeah, it's all about personal pride now for the McKinley kids. This has happened 2 years in a row, and it's on the verge of happening again. So, you know, they got to pull up the bootstraps. They played a great game today. They played the better team won today, and they've got a shot now this week to start over again and start their new season, and let's get a victory.
All right, Rick, time now to bring you the rock-solid play of the game from the Friends and Family Credit Union, and it was not any type of a scoring play, but it certainly is a great representative of the day that Jameer Thomas had.
Yeah, here you have it. I mean, we watched this all day. He gets hit at the line of scrimmage. He's got a guy pulling him down. He's got another guy grabs him. He spins off of that, bounces off his own guy. He's down with one arm, still running. And finally, somebody, including his own guy, had to help tackle him there, it looked like. You can't get the guy down.
Our Friends and Family Credit Union rock-solid play of the game. Again, Jameer Thomas, 35 carries, 271 yards, and that leads right into now our player of the game. You know, Rick, it was a tough decision.
Yeah, we had a long conference on this and a lot of debating.
But the Altman Health Foundation player of the game is Massillon's Jameer Thomas. And all he did again today, 35 carries, 271 yards, and 2 touchdowns for Thomas. And just an outstanding day. Make that as we watch some of those touchdown plays.
Just a special player. It's a treat to watch him.
And Thomas, again, a 6'1", 211-pound senior. And he has played since his freshman year. He's been just a cornerstone for Nate Moore and the Tigers.
Remember, early on, he was a great linebacker.
Right. And they have they put him in from time to time on defense, but boy, he's just been rock solid, and there he is. And when we came back out of break that last time, you could see tears in his eyes.
Yeah,
so
congratulations to that young man.
Yep.
You're a great football player.
So Massillon caps their perfect season with a 24-17 victory over the McKinley Bulldogs. All right, so Rick, as we wrap up here today, we want to thank our great crew from Image Video. We want to thank our statistician, Bob Jeffries, our sideline reporter, Frank Salona, and just your final thoughts here as we get ready to say goodbye.
Yeah, the thing that impressed me today, first of all, both teams played well, but the thing that impressed me today about Massillon is they won a different way. You know, they've gone all year with this explosive offense and these big plays and fast scores and track meets and whatnot, and they took what McKinley gave them, and they did it well, and they stuck with it, and they were consistent. And when you go the distance and you're playing for a state title, sometimes you have to learn to take what they give you, don't press, and they did that today. And sometimes you have to win ugly. Now, this wasn't an ugly win for them, but it was a different kind of win for them, and they made it work.
All right, so after today's action, McKinley finishes the regular season at 8-2. The Massillon Tigers are perfect 10-0. And again, tune in on Monday to 1480 WHBC. Also go to WHBCSports.com and check our website, and we'll have all the playoff pairings that we will be involved with as far as the radio station is concerned. Week 11 and the postseason is now staring us right in the face. For Rick Worstel, I'm Dave Sheets. Thank you so much for watching today's 129th meeting between Massillon and McKinley, and the Tigers a winner here this afternoon by a final score of 24-17. Thanks for watching, everybody, and have a great rest of the day.